Welcome back to our Italian dream house. We are finally back in Italy after having spent the entire winter in the south of France. Some good friends of ours kind of realized how burnt out we were and very kindly offered us to stay in their house while they spent the winter in Sweden, and we very gladly said yes please.
Yeah, we needed that.
Yeah, so we were so close to we were burnt out before leaving, but now we are back with some fresh energy and we are very pumped to get the house finished.
Yeah, so after this 4-month hiatus, where we haven't actually been here at the house, so the only videos you would have seen were old content, our 1-year time lapse.
We were back for 5 days though to plaster.
True, that actually was real time. Everything else has been backdated and released after it happened. So now we're back. It's back with the final push on the house. We are planning to get everything finished by the end of May. So we are on a really tight deadline. We've got the cantina to tile, decorate, fit out. We've got 2 bedrooms to tile, decorate and fit out, plus 2 bathrooms and the WC, and get the garden
and the
done.
Garden.
Yeah, we're planning on landscaping the garden as well. We have fairly minimalist plans for the garden, but it's still a lot of work. So yeah, we're really up against it. So obviously follow along over the next few months to see if we manage to get this house finished, ready for the summer so that it can finally be enjoyed.
Yeah, a lot will be happening.
A lot has to happen. We've got no other choice. So let's just crack on.
Yeah.
First things first, we are going to attack the small bedroom in the stable here. At the same time, we are going to be doing some work on the cantina as well. We're waiting for some tiles to arrive so we can crack on with that. So these are going to be sort of going on simultaneously, jumping between them as and when tiles are drying, paint's drying. Yeah, so we're going to try and be as efficient as possible and just crack on. Bring it on.
It will be good. I'm really pumped. Yeah.
Let's go.
Welcome to Piemonte, home of world famous wines, truffles the size of your fist, stunning landscapes, and now us. During the pandemic, we decided to sell our apartment in Stockholm and move to Italy in search of our dream house. Just a short drive from the Ligurian coast and the buzzing city life of Milan, Langer in Piemonte was the perfect place for us to start our Italian adventure. In December 2021, we got the keys to our abandoned farmhouse and now in early 2022 have begun renovating. Follow our journey and progress as we restore this 100-year-old rustico into our dream home.
Again?
Yeah. Hi, and welcome to our Italian dream house. This season of our Italian dream house, we have made a promise to one another to be a little bit more honest on camera about the situation here at the house. In the past, we've been very optimistic and sort of glazed over a lot of the problems that we've been having with the quality of the work that we had done. So here, problem number 1 of today's episode is the concrete floor. So we paid to have a new insulated concrete floor poured in here, and the level is so wonky, it's actually a bit ridiculous. So we have, across the whole big room, we had 7 centimeters of slope. In this room, I haven't measured it yet, but it's looking like it's going to be 2.5 centimeters. And the margins are so narrow because we have to be able to open the doors over the top of the tiles that we're really on the limit with what we can do. So we've got a little bit of scraping to do to remove the high points. We need to clean up, and then we need to work out the levels, and basically we need to do a bit of problem solving and make sure that the tiles don't block the door from opening. So yeah, that's a little bit of the reality of our renovation. There's been a lot of mistakes or poor work, which we've sort of brushed under the carpet because we wanted to stay positive and keep things moving forward. But the reality is the work has been a little bit poor.
Also, what has happened here, this was actually made when we were away in France last winter.
Yeah.
So, because usually otherwise we've been kind of hanging over the shoulder to make sure that they do what they're supposed to do. But here it was, let's just say, the project leader who was supposed to do that.
Yeah, so again, we weren't here to watch it, but even when we have been here, the work hasn't been the highest quality we were expecting. I mean, that's probably par for the course when we have a low budget like we do, but still, yeah, this is the reality of our renovation right now.
And yet another thing that we have paid for someone else to do, and now we have to redo ourselves.
Yeah. So sorry if this sounds a bit negative. We just want to be a bit more honest with you, and yeah, really give you more insight into what is actually happening here, why we're 2 years into the renovation and it's not finished. So there we go. Yesterday we had a very productive day actually. We managed to tile 24 tiles. We started tiling after lunch, after we'd done all the prep. You saw us chiseling away all of the high spots, cleaning up. And after lunch we started tiling, so it probably took about 4 hours, 3.5, 4 hours to do 24 tiles. Which maybe isn't the fastest we've ever done it, but after 4 months off, I'm pretty happy with that. Today, we will finish the last 12 tiles, and then we need to start measuring up for all the cuts around the edge. Obviously, old building, it's not square, so nothing is fitting quite perfectly, so we have to do some cuts around the edge, and then we can grout, and tiling finito. That's pretty cool. So 2.5 days, and we would have done this whole room. We can start painting, preparing the ceiling, doing all of that fun stuff.
Ta-da! Good job.
Yeah, thanks. Well, teamwork. Last tile of the day just gone down. Little tidy up because I got a bit messy at the end there. Yeah, what is it? 4 o'clock, so
2 hours.
2 hours for 12 tiles. Not bad. Not bad. A few challenges, a few high spots that needed chiseling as we go. I missed them earlier, or I didn't see them. But that got taken care of, and they all went down actually perfectly level. So the whole room now is level, so that's great. The door's open. Mission accomplished. Very happy. You may remember some episodes ago last year that we started clearing the land here, and over the last couple of days I followed up that action and created the mother of all bonfire piles. One of the responsibilities when you own 4,000 square meters of land is to take care of it. And for the past 2 years we haven't had the opportunity to take care of the land because we've been working on the house. Now that we've made such good progress with the house, we can take some time, it's a weekend now, to work on the land. And being a steward of the land doesn't just mean letting things grow. Sometimes you've got to take away a lot of the dead trees, clear the land, and then the goal is to have it connect to the garden. So on the
the plan of the house and the land, this part is actually categorized as the garden, but it's been sectioned off after. So I think it will make an amazing garden if we can reconnect it, clear it out, and do something that's pretty spectacular, makes it a part of the house again.
And when you say spectacular, you mean a golf course?
Golf course, swimming pool, nice terrace. Yeah, but it's a lot of work because for over 10 years this was abandoned, so it's grown without any kind of maintenance or without any love over the last 10 years, and it got really out of control. You can see here by the pile, which is almost the size of a bus now, that it was well overdue a little bit of love. So that's what we've been doing.
Welcome to the bamboo forest, the rolling hills of Piedmont. In here we see this very specific plant infestation of bamboo. It's growing very well because the overflow of our septic tank is coming out right here. And I have the honor to cut it all down.
All right, David, get on with it. Probably had an electric fence or something.
Thanks for clearing me out.
No problem. A big pile of bamboo.
Yeah.
Ah, this guy. Leave me alone. Ah.
Thanks. So to you guys it might look like quite a messy piece of land, but to us this is such a difference. You can actually see the area. We have finished tiling. Last night we were scrubbing off all the leftover grout and did a big clean in here. And I must say it looks really good. It's like a completely different room. The next step is to paint these walls. I think it will take a few coats before they look decent. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna paint a couple of coats of white, and then we're gonna paint probably 2 top coats of like a beigey, a bit warmer light color to give the room a bit of texture.
First coat on the walls. It's looking a little rough, as it always does with the first coat on raw plaster, but paint 2 or 3 more coats and it's going to look amazing. It's going to really change the whole room, clean it up and give it a little bit more of an insight into how it will look when it's done, because it's not going to be white, we're going to have a different colour, but we obviously have to do a few white coats first.
Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate you making it all the way to the end. Please consider liking, subscribing and hitting that notification bell, because in next week's episode we're going to be doing a bedroom reveal and we start work on the cantina. It's not one to be missed. See you then.